Hello and welcome to A Calmer Life After 50. This is a channel about money, work, health, and everyday life after 50, with less pressure and more peace of mind. Recently, I saw an advertisement suggesting that people, at a certain stage of life, should own something better: a better car, a better watch, a better home. The message was subtle, but clear. By now, you should have upgraded. For a moment, I looked at what I already had and wondered whether it was no longer good enough. Nothing had changed. The car still worked. The watch still told the time. The home still supported everyday life. But the advertisement had introduced a new question. What will other people think? Today, I want to talk about the money we spend for ourselves and the money we spend to be seen in a certain way. This is not a conversation about blaming ourselves for wanting nice things. Beauty matters. Quality matters. Comfort matters. There is nothing wrong with enjoying a well-made object or choosing something that gives you pleasure. The more difficult question is whether the purchase serves your life or mainly protects an image. By the time we reach 50, many of us have absorbed ideas about what life should look like. We may believe that a successful person should have a certain kind of home, a professional should drive a certain kind of car, a parent or grandparent should spend generously, a person our age should dress in a way that shows stability and achievement. These expectations are not always spoken aloud. Sometimes they come from advertising. Sometimes they come from family, colleagues, neighbors, or social media. And sometimes they come from a younger version of ourselves who imagined that, by this age, we would look more successful. There is nothing unusual about feeling this pressure. Human beings want to belong. We want respect. We do not want to appear as if we have fallen behind, but belonging can become expensive when we try to purchase it. Some purchases improve the life we actually live. A comfortable chair may reduce pain. A reliable car may make work and family responsibilities easier. Good shoes may allow us to walk more. A beautiful coat may be worn and enjoyed for many years. These things have practical or personal value. Other purchases mainly improve the image we present to other people. They say, "I am successful. I still belong. I can afford this. I have reached the right stage of life." The object may be useful too. The difference is often found in the reason we chose it. If nobody else could see it, would we still want it? If there were no brand name, would it still feel valuable? If nobody knew how much it cost, would we make the same choice? These questions are not rules. They are simply a way to hear our own preferences beneath the noise. Working with numbers has taught me that a purchase rarely ends at the amount shown on the receipt. A larger home brings taxes, insurance, repairs, heating, cooling, cleaning, and more space to manage. A more expensive car may bring higher insurance, maintenance, fuel costs, and concern about keeping it in perfect condition. A luxury item may require special care, secure storage, or a lifestyle that makes the item feel appropriate. In accounting, the purchase price is only part of the total cost. There is also the cost of keeping, maintaining, protecting, and eventually replacing what we buy. There can be an emotional cost as well. Once we raise the visible standard of our lives, it can become difficult to lower it again. We may worry that people will notice. We may continue paying for something long after it stops improving our daily life. Sometimes we do not own the object peacefully. We begin working for the object. Spending for approval has another problem. The reward is usually brief. Someone notices the new car. Someone compliments the home. Someone recognizes the brand. For a moment, we feel seen. Then life returns to normal. The payment remains. The maintenance remains. The storage remains. But the attention moves somewhere else. This does not mean the purchase was necessarily wrong. It means outside approval is difficult to hold. If approval was the main value, the purchase may begin to feel empty once the attention fades. That is why money spent to impress people often leaves less behind than we expected. It changes the appearance of life, without always changing the experience of living it. It can be useful to ask who we imagine is watching: colleagues, neighbors, old friends, family members, people online whom we may never meet. Sometimes the audience is not even real. We are responding to an idea of what people might think. And the truth is, most people are occupied with their own lives. They may notice our purchase for a moment, but they are unlikely to carry it with them. We are the ones who carry the cost. This can be a freeing thought. The people whose approval we fear Losing may be paying far less attention than we imagine. A calmer approach does not require us to choose the cheapest option every time. Cheap and simple are not the same thing. An inexpensive item that breaks quickly may cost more over time. A higher quality item that we use for many years may be a thoughtful choice. The goal is not to avoid quality. The goal is to separate quality from performance. Quality asks, will this serve me well? Performance asks, will this make me look successful? Quality can be quiet. It does not always need a visible name or a higher social status. It can be found in comfort, reliability, durability, and usefulness. These qualities remain valuable even when nobody is watching. Before a larger purchase, it may help to picture an ordinary Tuesday, not a celebration, not the day you show the purchase to someone. An ordinary Tuesday several months later. How will the item fit into that day? Will it make something easier? Will you use it often? Will it bring quiet pleasure? Or will it mostly require payment, care, space, and attention? This is one of the best ways to return a decision to real life. Advertisements sell us a special moment. Our money has to support thousands of ordinary days. There can be surprising freedom in allowing parts of our lives to look ordinary. A car that is reliable but not impressive. Clothes that suit us but do not announce a brand. A home that is comfortable but not designed to prove anything. A vacation chosen for enjoyment rather than photographs. When we stop asking possessions to explain our worth, they become simpler to own. We can replace them when necessary, not when fashion tells us to. We can maintain them without anxiety. We can let them become older. We can use our money for things that may be less visible but more valuable. Health, time, learning, rest, relationships, financial breathing room. These things may not impress a room full of people, but they can quietly improve the room inside our own lives. The next time you want to buy something significant, do not immediately ask whether you can afford it. First ask, who is this purchase for? What will it add to my ordinary life? Would I still choose it if nobody else knew? Then consider the full cost. The purchase price, the maintenance, the space, the attention, the future replacement. You may still decide to buy it. And if the choice reflects your values, you can enjoy it without apology. But you may also discover that the desire becomes quieter once the imagined audience leaves the room. After 50, we do not need to prove that our lives have value by making them look expensive. We can choose things because they are useful, beautiful, comfortable, or meaningful to us. We can enjoy quality without turning it into a performance. And we can allow what we already own to remain good enough. Some purchases improve our lives. Others improve only the image we present to others. The difference is not always visible on the receipt, but we can often feel it in the life that remains after the purchase. Spend where your life can feel the value, not only where other people can see it. No rush, no pressure, just the next calmer step.